first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of stuff. So you guys know my name is Katie Goebel from Katie Goebel LLC. I specialize in short-form video creation and crystal clear messaging and marketing strategies for online businesses, and that's why I'm the host of the Q4 Success Giveaway, and that's why I invited my friends here, fellow amazing online business owners, to join me on this live. So yeah, how about I'll just call you out, that way we don't have too much back and forth. So Kelsey, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Kelsey Romine, and I am a WordPress website designer, and I focus on strategy first, even before touching design, making sure that the website is optimized to be working for you even when you are offline, because we all need time to unplug and not be on there marketing 24/7. So just making sure that your website is set up to work for you, not just be there doing nothing.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Good. So excited you're here, Kelsey. Jenny, you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hello. Hi, guys. And I've got a couple people from my community here, which is super fun. So thanks for showing up. I think we've got Katasi and Deli.
Yay! Uh-oh. Wait, where'd you go? Can you guys hear her? Your mic turned off or something. I hear you. I can see you talking, but I don't hear anything.
You know what? That happens. that happens.
Okay, there we go.
Button, so sorry, everybody.
No worries. It happens all the time. Try again.
I was trying to clear out notifications. But anyway, hi, I'm the CEO here at Ads Uncorked. My name is Jenny, and we grow Shopify stores to multi-6 and 7 figures with Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok ads. So super excited to share with you guys some tips on what's working well for clients, as well as how we're gearing up for a successful Q4.
Yes. Yay. Okay, awesome. Yay. So glad you're here, Jenny. Aurora, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, and hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see everyone. I'm excited about this conversation. I'm Aurora Gregory. I'm a speaker brand strategist and a performance coach, and I help transform experts, entrepreneurs, and authors into unforgettable speakers so that they can use stages of any kind to grow their business.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Good. Oh man, I'm so excited you guys are here too, because I also love, just so everybody knows too, like the Q4 Success Giveaway, the way I put it together is that it's not huge. Like a lot of bundles out there exist, and they're like, get 100 million offers and only like, for $0, but that's super overwhelming. And also like, it can be full of a lot of like fluff. I'm not saying anything about anybody's products in particular, but sometimes people just like toss stuff in there to show that they have like a giant bundle. And so this one is very curated. It's 13 different people. And so like I asked each of you guys, because I know that you're also very strategic and intentional about the way that you work with your people and the way that you like make things happen and support them. So Kelsey, do you want to tell us a little bit about like what's working right now for your clients, what you're seeing in like the WordPress, like web design world?
Yeah. So my big thing, well, I have a lot of big things, but one big thing is with like website strategy, it's like not just the words you put on there, but how it's formatted on there. So while you want your messaging to be great, you want to be clear and concise, all of that is so, so important, like making sure your headings and things, but how you lay that out on a website is also really important, because not everyone is going to read every single word of your website. You have to make sure that people can read it in easy to read ways, whether that's, I have different things included in my offer that's on the bundle,
right?
Is a checklist, different things you can check on your website to see if you can optimize it better so that it's easier for people to navigate through. It supports them on their journey through your website. They're more likely to take action because you're optimizing the way it is formatted, the way it's laid out, to make sure that people are getting the important information, even if they're not reading every word on the website, making sure they know what to do on the website. All those things are going to make sure that people take action when they come to your website.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And you tend to, like, what kinds of businesses do you tend to work with? Mostly like service-based or coaches, or who is it that you're working with?
Both, solopreneurs, small teams, small business, coaches, service providers, and kind of a wide range in that. It doesn't matter what you're coaching or what your service is, kind of a wide variety there, but everyone's in that same same area of life. Everyone's overwhelmed. Everyone has not enough time, right? When people land on your website, you have to capture them quickly. You have to tell them what to do with your website, like tell them where they're supposed to go with the way you lay it out. Make sure they hit the important things if they don't read every single word, because everyone is very busy. I want to say, especially this time of year as like holidays approach, but I think it's always, I think everyone is always, there's always something that makes you feel overwhelmed or stressed, or you don't have time. Making sure you're set up all year round is important.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I love how, because also in the giveaway, we have like a copy template for a homepage from Ashlyn Carter, but I love how the two of yours together will like actually make the most sense for your website, because you can have great words, but you have to have them laid out in a way that's taking somebody along like the yellow brick road of what you want them to do by the end of it. So that's awesome. Cool. Thanks, Kelsey. JD, what about you? What are you seeing right now with your people in the ads world?
Yeah, so we are seeing, even though we're amidst our election season, Black Friday, like some brands are even starting it already, we are still seeing strong returns for our clients, which I'm really excited about. It's always a wild card. Everybody's like, what's going to happen during the election? I'm like, I don't know, but we're going to be as ready as we can be. But one thing that is working well, excuse me, is when you're posting strategically on Instagram, on Facebook, you can actually take that post and run it as an ad. It's not the same as boosting. It's completely different. Boosting is where you click promote or boost. Apple now charges you an extra 30% service fee on top of it, which stinks.
I just saw that. I saw that news.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah. I already hated boosting posts before that, but now I really do. You've got limited targeting. You don't really know what worked, what really led to sales or email list growth. So anyway, you can take the posts that you're making and spending hours creating that perfect reel, you can actually turn it into an ad and tell Meta, hey, my goal is to run this as to get sales, to get purchases, email signups, inquiry calls, whatever it might be. And so Katie, I included within the bundle, people can go ahead and snag my lazy ads mini course. And this is normally a paid product. So if someone's interested, it's a great time to get it. It's just, it's free for you guys for right now through the bundle. But I will show you how to take all of that, you've poured so much time and energy into making those nice Instagram posts, and you can actually use them to make sales, because sometimes it's tricky. You know, I hear from people all the time, like, I'm spending all this time, but I'm just not getting in front of enough people. Don't boost. There is a better way. And I've got a tutorial for you that can help get you there. So anyway, we're doing that for all of our clients here in Q4. We will be running what I call lazy ads alongside, of course, we're building out dozens of ads for all of our clients, but that will be one that will absolutely be a top performer for all of our clients. And the reason is because you post it organically on Instagram, all of those likes, comments, shares, views that you're getting, Meta receives that and is like, oh, people already like this or are seeing it. And then you'll get to see those, the engagement just grow from there. Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened. And it'll be on your profile forever. All of those extra likes, comments, shares, views, like you'll see, look at some of my videos that have 20,000 plus views. I'm not that big of a deal. Like I don't get that kind of organic reach. It's because I'm running lazy ads and they're making money in my business for me. So I kind of keep them running in the background.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. And I always love talking to ads people that understand the value of organic content first, because I feel like, you know, when I first got into business, I feel like so many people, because it was like 2020 or whatever, right? And I remember then people were like, oh, ads are so cheap, just run all the ads. And I'm like, no, like, you don't have your messaging figured out and your organic content, like you're just literally lighting money on fire 100%. Unless you have that sorted, you know?
Yeah, you have to know what's working. And that's really the beauty of it, is like, for me, many times the posts that I'm doing organically is I'm testing it organically. Do I have some inkling that I'm like starting to get a little bit of traction, maybe a couple more comments than normal? Great. Then I will strategically turn it into an ad. Otherwise, you're right, Katie. It's like, then you're just throwing money in the wind. Otherwise, if you don't know that it's working organically. So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all, the stuff I know about ads, and, you guys feel free to chime in too when you hear things, but the stuff I know about ads too is it's really data driven. Like that, it seems like you can really drill down into like when people are just commenting, or when they're, when it's just engagement versus when they're joining your email list versus when you're purchasing. And I feel like that's really valuable too for business owners when they're making money decisions, you know?
Yeah.
So, and even the way you're talking about this, it pairs really well with like the Lazy Ads mini course that you put in the giveaway pairs really well even with my trend
Yes.
report, because my trend report is always about like the hooks and the angles to use in your organic content. So then whenever one of those, and the sounds that I pick tend to be the ones that are available for ads, you know, because some of them are trademarked and copywritten and can't be used.
Right.
But I try to find the ones that people can use to put ad spend behind them. So, oh, good. Someone's agreeing with you. Do you know our friend in the comments?
Yes, I do. Yep,
Good.
absolutely. Hi. Yeah,
Good.
Katie, 100%. I love that about your trends report, is that oftentimes you're right. If you grab many trending audios can't be used, but there are a good number of trending audios that can be used. And I love that you provide people lots of examples on how they can really captivate on. You can still do cool things and run ads and not have to worry about copyright issues. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, all right, Aurora, let's switch because you're also in marketing, but you do it more from like the publicity, PR, like that kind of audience building standpoint, right? So what are you seeing right now?
So I do a lot of work, obviously, with experts and entrepreneurs, authors, on helping them build the public speaking part of their business. I love public speaking for a few different reasons, but in particular, I love it because it's such an efficient marketing tool. So, you know, when you go to events, maybe a conference, you know, even a mastermind where you know people, it's really hard to have deep, meaningful engagement, conversations with everyone who is there. To be able to share, you know, who you are, learn who they are, give them a chance to hear about, you know, what you do and what it's like to work with you. That's hard to do one-on-one with every single person that's there. But when you're the speaker that's on stage, you get to do that with every single person in the room all at the same time. They get a taste of your personality. They get a taste of your knowledge and expertise. They get a taste of what it might be like to work with you, and you get to help them. You get to problem solve for them right on stage. And so I love doing that with people. So what's really working for my clients right now is really dialing into the problems that they can actually solve from stage, dialing in their topics. So often I see speakers who are maybe even newer to the game, or, you know, maybe not seeing as much success as they would like, is the topics that they're offering to speak on are too broad. And so when they get on stage, they are trying to solve all the problems of the world in a 30-minute presentation. And so they've got to run through a whole bunch of content. It's not very efficient. It's not very effective. The audience has a hard time, you know, trying to figure out what they should pick up. So what I really suggest is that they really narrow it down to one thing that you can solve. What is the one transformation you can give an audience in 30 minutes? And that needs to be the topic that you cover. And it pairs really well with the One Sheet Wonder checklist that I included in the bundle, because your speaker one sheet is a foundational marketing piece for you as a speaker. But one of the things it does is it highlights the actual topics that you can speak on from any kind of stage, whether it's going live with a collaborator like you, a live stage, a podcast. It really challenges you to narrow down those topics. So I can't encourage people enough to take a deep dive into what it is that they can solve, what are the pain points their clients have, and what transformation can they bring from the stage.
Yeah, that's awesome, Aurora. And I love how you mentioned that like a presentation can be like a bunch of different formats. Like it could be if you're like a guest on someone's podcast, or like this, like, or even if you're just teaching your own live webinar, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like up on a stage and a microphone. But all of that can be like, so do you tend to work with people on like coming up with a signature talk, or do you usually drill down into like maybe 3 main topics, or how does that work?
So I have a couple different ways that I really love to work with people. I have a one-on-one kind of strategic brainstorming session where I work with an expert, and we'll dial into what are the 2 to 3 topics that should be the main things you offer to a stage, a podcast host, and kind of refining out like, okay, and what's going to be included in that talk. And then if you've got like a live presentation, maybe a summit that you're going to be a part of, maybe you're going to be a guest expert in someone's mastermind group. I love working with people to actually map out what that presentation should look like, what should go on the slides, what their talking points need to be. Because while you're also offering that transformation, you're also wanting to take that audience on a journey. And at the end of the journey, you want them to want to take some steps closer into your world. You want them to want to come in and learn more about you. You want them to want to inquire about what it is that you can do working with them further. So there's, some strategic things we need to include in a presentation like that. So I love doing that one-on-one work and helping people kind of figure out like, okay, what is their path on the stage so that they can feel confident. They can, kind of release some of the stress and tension of feeling like every bit of knowledge they have in their head, they've got to be able to pour out on the stage. You don't have to do that.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I totally relate to you because I'm realizing even as I'm hearing everybody's, experience, it sounds like we all definitely work with people that are really ambitious and like really like they know that what they're really good at, but they have a hard time like communicating that or like putting it in the right vehicle. So because every single one of us, here just on this live, all are doing like an angle of marketing, but it's all about like there's always an end to it, and it's not simply just like we'll just show up and like post a bunch of stuff or like just get a random like Canva website so that your picture's on there with like your bio, but we're really trying to set people up here for success to be like, well, what do you want? Do you want more sales? Like, are you selling a book? Are you selling products? Are you selling your coaching? Like, what is it? So I think that's definitely why I wanted to call this the Q4 Success Giveaway, because I knew everybody who's in this is like, no, really, like I'm here for you. I'm here for your success. I'm cheering you on. But sometimes you have to know what your goal is, and then it makes sense to invest in these services and spend their time. And even like some of the other things, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to like scroll through, like browse through the list a little bit yourselves too, but if you had anything that stood out to you that would like caught your attention, because I know that I also wanted to include like finance pieces because I feel like we're sometimes like people like me, I don't have a problem like being creative and coming up with like the offers, but then I'm like, oh shoot, I hang out with so many marketers. I always want to buy their stuff and I need to not do that. I need to like make sure I have like the money, like the cash flow I need to stay, profitable. So I definitely wanted to include that in there too. Like there's like a tax planning checklist, and then also the dashboard from Julie that helps you figure out like which of your offers are, most profitable and, kind of can help you make those decisions too on your expenses and your income. And I don't know if you guys had anything else from the giveaway itself that you saw that caught your eye that you were interested in, or if you know any of the other people in the giveaway. Anybody?
Well, I was right there with you. I loved seeing the business tools that were in there because I think as entrepreneurs, it's not the fun part of business always. Checking your numbers, being thoughtful about whether you're being profitable or not. It's not the fun part, but it's actually the part that makes you a business owner, right? It's one thing to be creative and to have an offer every other week, but it's an entirely different thing to have a strategic, thoughtful approach to your business. So I loved that you included those types of tools. And then I'm a big Ashlyn Carter fan. So when I saw that she had contributed her homepage template, I was over the moon. I used her template to create my new website, which I launched a couple of months ago.
Awesome.
And I just think she's fabulous. So lots of great things to grab, but those were the things that stood out to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love that. And anybody else who's just joining in, just so you guys know, we have Kelsey here who's a WordPress expert, and Jenny who's an ads and Shopify expert, and Aurora is a speaking coach and publicity. What would you call that? Publicity or PR, right?
Yeah, so it usually falls in that area, but definitely I think I really consider myself a public speaking coach, and so I love that, and the marketing aspects of of, trying to help speakers do that. So I love helping people with their brands and branding themselves as speakers. So definitely a marketer.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. Awesome. Right. In the public speaking. So if you have any questions, if you want to pop any questions in the question box or in the comments, real quick, I think somebody asked if it will be saved. And I think after this, I'll be able to post it as like a reel. And then even, for you guys who are on here, if you want to send this out to your, like there will be a link that way that we can share out and send out to people, for your own audiences as well. But yeah, the Q4 Success giveaway is going smashingly well. Actually, I have to update my Airtable plan and my Zapier plan because I'm hitting the automations limit. So yeah, so that's exciting. So all the promo and sharing you guys are doing is working, and I'm like, man, it's only Tuesday. Like if I'm gonna keep this live till Friday, I gotta up my capacity here. So yeah, but it's super exciting. It's been a lot of fun. I know that I appreciate everything that you guys each do. So I just love the fact that I had a chance to bring you all together. So that you might have a chance to work together or collaborate that way. I think almost everybody that I've invited into the giveaway too is we had some prior relationship or connection, so that's the other thing. I wanted people to know that it's really I didn't just put out, at least this time, I didn't just put out applications for anybody to just toss their stuff in, but it's stuff that I know, you guys all have proven processes and you really do know what you're doing. So, I mean, I'm not saying nobody else does, but, on the online marketing world, people can just throw up a website and be like, I do this. And you're like, but do you though? It's really, especially in AI. Actually, in a couple days, I think I'm going to do a live panel with some people about burnout, especially affecting consumer trust, how it's harder to get people to buy into stuff because we're all so skeptical, which we should be. But anyway, so that's unrelated. But yeah, someone's saying, okay, so the giveaway. So yeah, real quick, it's called the Q. You can find it at Q, like the letter Q, Q4 and the number 4, Q4successgiveaway.com. It's the link in my profile. And if you go to anybody's, I know I've seen you guys in your stories and stuff sharing it too. So you can find their link in stories as well. But yeah, that's, I don't know, any other last things, especially before, because the other thing about the Q4 Success giveaway too is that it's obviously stuff that you can implement, some of it you can implement right away, immediately, like Jenny, your ad stuff, and Kelsey, even I feel like your checklist is, the whole idea of a checklist is going through and making sure you have each different piece, but then with Aurora, with your checklist, something that was an unexpected benefit of my Black Friday sale last year was that people saw me talking about my, I was talking about a podcast product that I have, and from that I had somebody book and already get me to speak in January. And I feel like your checklist probably would have been really helpful for me because it was one of those things where they were like, do you talk about podcasting? And I was like, I mean, I can. So then I did. It was great, but it would have been helpful if I knew how to direct them the right way. So, so that's why the stuff we're sharing can help even into the new year. So, yeah. Sure. Do you guys have any other marketing tips or anything burning on your tongue that you wanted to share? Otherwise, we'll close this up and then it'll live. I know it'll live on my profile. I don't know if it'll pop up on yours. I don't know. I've never done it with 4 people. We'll have to see.
We'll find out.
But anyway, any other closing thoughts? Yeah. You guys good?
So I'll jump in. I just want to encourage everybody, the fourth quarter can be super busy in your business and super busy in your personal life. And then, kind of there's the up waves and then the lulls. There's no reason why you can't make meaningful progress. Grab the bundle, look for something that maybe has been bothering you. Maybe you haven't, been able to make much progress, and grab a tool. My godfather used to say, with the right tools, you can do anything. And there's a whole bunch of right tools in this bundle. So, Katie, thank you so much for organizing it. Curious. There's the progress and success for all of us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Katie, I put in one little plug along those same lines too? I feel like
Yes.
it's a really good reminder too that there are so many wonderful resources that you have in there. And I'd say just choose one thing or one or two things, because I think it's easy to be like, okay, what are all the things I'm not doing? Do I need to do them literally this week in order to crush it starting 2 weeks from now? And I'd say you're a smart, savvy business owner and you can figure it out. And I think you probably know, just like you were saying, you probably know what's burning on your list and it's just been like eating away at you that I'm not doing X, Y, or Z. And Kate, you have such phenomenal resources in there for people. And I'd say grab a couple and feel really good about tackling those, and then know that you've done enough, because there's always, I feel like as business owners and people who are higher achievers, like we feel like, if we just did that one thing, we'd figure it out. And I don't think it's ever that way. I think it's continually making little progress and kind of chipping away at that iceberg. So maybe just choose a couple that sound interesting to you and start there.
Yeah.
And even to piggyback on that, like a smidge, add it to your like to-do list. Like make yourself a client and actually follow through. It's so easy to grab free stuff and it sits in an inbox, it then gets put into a folder and you like never look at it. Put it on a checklist, on ClickUp, on whatever you use as your like organizational tool as a business owner, and actually like achieve something. One or two of them is plenty at a time, but like actually follow through on doing something too.
Yes, yeah. And the nice thing is so many of these things are easy to take that action on really quickly. So that way it's not like you're getting a giant course that is going to take you weeks. Like it's like you can do this right away and like see the benefit right away. And actually this question came up, Jenny, if you want to speak to it about, do you see that on the screen there?
Yes.
It's asking,
do you collect
Yes.
So you're wondering if there is a basic outline to start ads. So absolutely. If you join the bundle, go ahead and consume all of that content in there. I definitely give you what you need to go ahead and get yourself started. If you have further questions, I also have other small little mini courses that you can kind of quick consume to get yourself up to speed in time for Q4 here. But you should absolutely have what you need there too to get started without needing to buy anything else. So.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always more. I've got plenty of ads content too, a signature course. I think a couple of people had commented on here who have purchased my signature course and have enjoyed it. So there's a few different ways I can help you, but start with what's in the bundle here.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And again, it's the letter Q. So Q for the number 4, Q4successgiveaway.com. And then this will live on my profile. So if you want to share it or go back and watch anything you missed from before, we're really happy that that you guys that are expert collaborators here got to join us. And thank you for everybody who tuned in and shared all the support and the questions and stuff. It was really fun to chat with you all. So yeah, we'll see you in the giveaway. Okay. Thanks,
Thanks, Katie.
everybody.